What's up, guys? My name is Ted Darklaw, and with me, as always, is the Black Knight. We are the co-owners of Hella Dope Toys, helladopetoys.com, and this show is Hella Dope. Aaron, how the hell you doing?
Good. Another Sunday, man.
Sunday, man. I like that.
Sunday, man. Yeah,
Sunday.
not much, man. Had a little dinner.
well,
Got some beverages.
Hmm.
Chilling.
Refugee beverages.
Indeed.
Yeah. Well, man, you are not gonna like me tonight because we're digging up some bad memories, friends, some bad juju. Talking about the toys that played us, our worst investments, Aaron. And they're not all our fault. Some of them maybe we over ordered, or maybe we didn't fully understand the market, or maybe there were bad business practices, or maybe the shit just sucked, Aaron. Maybe it just fucking sucked. And I was like, you know what? I hate us. Let's relive through all of that pain.
Okay.
Every single little bit of it.
I can't wait. I'm eagerly anticipating.
Yeah. It's gonna be a fun one, Aaron. We're gonna have fun tonight, reminiscing about this stupid shit. But let's just get right into it, because I gotta ask you. Aaron, my friend, what are you sipping on?
My friend brought a friend. Not the one that I normally like. But it's the only thing we had. I didn't get a chance to go to the store today. So, on the one hand, I have this Pure Life water.
Pure Life.
Pure Life.
Yeah.
But not to be outstaged by you already know the sweetest drink this side of the Mississippi. That cherry slush, man. That cherry slush.
There it is.
There goes my drink.
There goes your drink, dude.
Yes.
Well, I love
That's it today, man. Just a little Pure Life, a little steely. Keep the party moving.
I like that.
What you got?
I am not as entertaining tonight, but in my trusty Hella Dope mug, I have some coffee. I'm with you. I'm also drinking water. There's no Saratoga tonight, Aaron. The wifey and I decided to take a half day. So after I was done being responsible with Hella Dope work this morning, decided to just be bums the rest of the afternoon. So we didn't go to the store or anything. So I'm out of Saratoga. Now I do have some Bud Ice left, but after our stint on the 3POA the other day, I feel like maybe I should stay away from that. Oh, you know what? I didn't even fucking switch the thing. Where am I? I can't make it a fuck. That video clip was playing, and I was like, I swear I'm supposed to push a button here. Didn't push the button. Well, as always, Aaron, we have to ask our friends in the chat what they're sipping on. Friends in the chat, if you're drinking something, throw it in the chat. Tell us all about it. But let's say hi to all of them.
Well, indeed, we shall. Of course, Trust the Screamer is watching with us with the missus today. No race today. So they got that Hella Dope and Chill going on.
Love it.
The romance of us talking that sweet, sweet toy life.
Yes.
Hit him with that.
Yes.
That deep barrel wide. Like, ooh, look at them toys. Looking all toy-like.
Yeah, it's getting real sexy in here.
Super sexy. Anyway, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, hey, Cannon, how's it going? Good to see you. The Titan, hail to the Hella Dope duo and the Hellions in the chat. Titan, hope you're doing great, man. 13th Prince, hope you're doing great. I thoroughly enjoy our little side talks there. 13th Prince, little email here and there about, oh, hey, I might have screwed up. Like, no, bro, you're good. We got you. Taken care of. Number 1 A+ customer.
Mm-hmm.
And of course,
our longest customers.
Indeed. The missus is upstairs with the children's doing God knows what. You got a Punkle Toys. Hello. Robert's Infant Realms. Hello, Dope and Jelly Time. What's up, party people? What's up, Rob? We got Menjoza. What's up? How's it going? HGC is joining us. He made it. He's here. The show can start now. Officially. We stalled enough that now it's official.
Mm-hmm.
And Zakanan has rumbled into the stream, sipping on a sugar-free A&W root beer.
Nice. No sugar for him, you know. He's got to stay buff.
Got to keep the guns ready. Sugar just brings him down.
Sugar makes you fat.
Maybe that's my problem.
That's definitely my problem. Well, that and beer and pizza. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I've lived a good life. It's fine.
Yeah, I agree.
Our one and only other moderator, who is really our only moderator.
Yeah, the other moderator is watching Love Island with her boyfriend, so it's Love Island season. Probably won't see her for a while.
I understand. It happens. We got Fatrid. How's it going, man?
Good.
The Titan. Aaron's drinking water. Was he kidnapped and replaced by AI? It's quite possible, actually. It's quite, because this is not my flavor of choice. I haven't even opened it. I mean, I opened it, but Pure Life.
My flavor of choice. It's fucking water, dude.
No, until you purified yourself with the 7 Select purified water, you have not tasted water that is purified.
My bad.
By 7 Select. So get up on it.
Get up on it, bitch.
Yeah, that's right. Drink a gallon of that bitch.
Yeah. Pee a lot.
You know what? That's so true.
Yeah.
Jason DeMello. How's it going? Doing good, man.
Jason DeMello came to say hello.
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 Zakanan says it's Pride Month. You can drink your blood.
Thanks.
Thor says, hello there, hello dope. I'm sipping on a cool ass Guinness. Very tasty.
Better than a room temperature Guinness.
Oh,
Scott, that's how some people serve that shit, dude. It's disgusting.
Mine's gotta be chilled, my friend. Mm-hmm. More power to you if you drink it unchilled, but not for me.
Yeah.
And then we got that guy. It's Chad.
It's Chad. What's up, buddy?
It's the toys that play juice.
And, oh boy, the title just fits so perfectly with some of the things we're going to talk about. So
yeah, probably.
It came to me and I was like, yes.
Jeff Morse, happy Hella Dope Day. And then our good friend Shane, very local, says good evening and hope you're doing well. Yes, we are doing fantastic, sir. Thank you for asking. And then our good friend, Northern Nomad, saying, "Sup, suckers!" Yeah, that's about it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I supposed to do that?
Oh, I don't know.
It's been a while. Here, I can. Do I even have that still? Here we go.
This message is for you, Ted. Jaden is drinking sweet tea. He just wanted to let you know that.
Well, I'm glad I know that. That information is good to know.
It is. It'll take you places.
I'm gonna write it down.
All right. I guess we got more. Dead Man One says, "What's up?"
What up?
Radnom says, "No dinosaurs."
Yeah. I'm glad. I'm glad we didn't cause that.
Yeah, it's coming. Jay Gonzo, how's it going? We're doing all right. All right. And we got Justin collects. So
Hey.
And I think that's it for the moment.
Good enough for now. So, man, everything is going so slow today. Our phones have been lighting up all week, Aaron, because of pre-orders and Transformers and whatnot. So I know you dropped some new pre-orders on the site, some hotness. We have a 1/18th playset that is shipping. If you've ordered it, it's gone unless you ordered it yesterday or today, and then it's going out tomorrow. So what's going on the Hella Dope website that these people need to know about?
I mean, we may have gotten this like the greatest Jada figure of all time with the man Vega. Vega has come to fruition and is available for pre-order right now.
Right now,
toys right now. So get them up, gobble them up, add them to your collection because I know I'll be having him in mind. Also, the fan channel Wolverine Super Samurai just went live the other day. Good response from that one. Surprise! I was kind of 50-50 on how that was going to do, but so far a really good response.
Yeah, I think what's interesting because we talked about it last Sunday and then we talked about it again on Wednesday, but even still, man, I'm just hearing people that are just kind of all over the place with it. So if somebody doesn't like something, there's somebody else there that loves it. So I think that wave will do pretty well overall.
And then, of course, we can't forget about all them, those Joes out there. We got that MMS and Budo. Also, two surprisingly well received items. We always do pretty well with Joes when they actually do what they're supposed to do, and we actually get them when they were supposed to. But for the most part, yeah, this one's right up there and. I actually may have to order more than what we originally ordered. So those are all available right now on HelloDopeToys.com, along with the random diorama 1/18th playset that you can use on just about anything, but mainly 1/18th.
Yeah. The catwalk is doing well. There are still some in stock, not a lot. There are some. Once they go out of stock, they will be up for pre-order. And then when we get a new shipment, those will go back out.
Yes,
but we'll talk about that when they sell out. So, but for now, you can go get some. Support a creator, support your favorite toy store, and get a really cool 1/18th scale playset. Yep.
I'm sure some people have got some crazy ideas already planned for what they're going to do with theirs. I'll be looking forward to seeing them online.
I'm excited because, a lot of these have gone out already. I'm excited to see when people get them and start taking pictures and stuff and tagging Radnom and everything. I wanna see that.
Fatrid roughly 9.
Yep, roughly 9.
Give or take a 1 or 2, but I'm showing 9.
Yep.
And then G.I. Jetman's just said that he got one today.
Well, then that is the one that's going out tomorrow, unless somebody else orders some today. Those will also go out tomorrow.
Indeed.
Everything else is in the wind.
In the wind.
In the wind.
And then I don't know if you saw, but our good friend Eldor is here.
Oh, hey, Eldor. Eldor!
Been a long time, my friend.
Yeah. All the way from Eternia.
Yes. All right, let's hit it. Round 1.
Okay, round 1, man. So we're going to go over a couple things in each round here. These two just happen to go hand in hand, Aaron, and we are talking about RoboForce and Sectaurs from Nacelle. We're going to talk about both of these separately, even though they both kind of go hand in hand. But I kind of want to talk about how we ended up with these, what we think might have been wrong with it. Why did we get stuck with them? Why didn't they move? Whatever, all that kind of stuff. We're really going to break down why we had these things for so long. So,
let's jump straight to the goodies. So with RoboForce, RoboForce was the kind of the first one
Yeah, what's the first one?
We were approached, and we were given a good sales pitch.
Yep.
And I'm a sucker for something nostalgic. I used to watch Robo Force when I was a kid, and so I kind of knew what it was, and I understood what we were getting into. What I didn't understand was that there was kind of nothing supporting it from the back end. Like, we were the support from the back end. No comics, no TV shows, no promo work.
I don't mean to cut you off, but this was like what, mid 2023?
Yeah.
And we
Right,
just sold the
right
last
before
one in
PowerCon.
March. Yeah, right before PowerCon. Okay, so yeah, there was nothing. This was Nacelle's first line, but I didn't mean to interrupt you. Keep
No,
going.
you're good. Yeah.
Been that
So,
long.
I mean, when we ordered it, you think, hey, there's people who remember the show, and it's an updated version. It's a big boy. So I mean, if you
Mhm.
haven't seen it live, I mean, this thing is chunky. I think I'm pretty sure I still have both of them over there somewhere. It had a mixed bag when we put it up on the site, and we put it up on Instagram saying like, hey, they're up for a short pre-order. They're landing. They landed like literally that week. So it was a really short turnaround for anybody that wanted it. But that was it. Maybe a couple here or there, and then the crickets began. Like, you couldn't sell it to save your soul. And
Yeah,
then
we had sent some out to some YouTubers as well, just to try to get the push on it.
like Frank did he took some shots. I mean, he did a great job, as he always does. And I mean, nothing. Like, we went to PowerCon. There were a couple rows from us. The few times that I got to like walk around and see what was going on, I stopped by their booth, and they're like, I overheard like, yeah, man, and we're sold out, or we're selling out of what we have. Like, look, I got, we probably have 2-3 cases of each. I'm like, look, let's work something out. And honestly, you could just buy this case from me at what we bought it from, and then you deal with it. Like, I just didn't want to. I was trying to help them out, because they said they sold out, and if you're going to represent your brand and your product, you should probably have some nearby. Because we did that with the Boglins, with Tim Clark. He had a limited amount, and we had a bunch, and we made moves. So I'm just thinking good business. We are a retailer of yours. You're at the show. Obviously, they're not buying it from us because you're here. Let's help me, help you, help me, help you. They kind of just gave me the, nah, bruh. No, we good. You do you over there.
I remember you had disappeared for a minute. You came back. You were really fired up about that.
Oh, dude.
Like, how the fuck did they sell out of them, and why won't they take any of these?
Yeah. Or at least be like, hey, if you're looking for more, this, like, I even told them, like, we're like 3 rows behind you. You can't miss the banner that we had.
Yeah.
But I'm like, whatever. I fine. It is what it is. But Robo Force was a dud, man. Now, if they would have launched this now, I mean, with the Tubi show, I did watch the first 2 episodes because it's on Tubi.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Is it catered for children or adults?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Like, it's kind of like I'm trying to think of a good example, but it's kind of like watching Shrek.
Okay.
You got the nice, like, cartoony look for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
But you got some of that, like, adult hidden lingo in there that only said adult would understand to, like, stomach watching the show. I said 2 episodes in, I'm not saying it's the greatest thing on earth. I'm not saying it's horrible, but it's okay. And this is where, you should have built your hype around the show with the figures at the same time, and maybe things could have progressed a little easier. But it didn't happen that way. We waited almost 2 years before the show dropped. Yep. Now they've got Wave 2, which they just announced is up for pre-order.
No. So,
yeah,
I want to I want to touch on two things because the second thing I'm going to talk about is where I actually do think this went wrong. But you made a good point about, there was no media backing this. So Nacelle at that time had been famous for, doing these toy documentaries like all through COVID, and the toys that made us and a toy store near you, which were awesome. I loved those. And then they're like, cool, we're going to do toys. This is the first thing that they come out with. And we get pitched with, it's going to be the whole Nacelle verse, right? The whole Nacelle verse is coming out. But again, that was pitched to us 2 years ago. We still have nothing. Nothing frustrates me more, Aaron, than when we have to be the sales pitchers for a product. Like I let it slide with Spiro because we mainly only had to deal with that at toy shows, right? We're at toy shows. We got Spiro Wave 1. The casual person doesn't know who it is. So we have to do a sales pitch there to try to move it. But like I can barely keep up with our own social media marketing, let alone building a whole campaign around a figure. Like that's, in my opinion, it's the distributor's job to market it, Like, yeah, I do have to sell it, but a little hype, a little buzz behind it would be helpful. And then they pulled that shit like a year ago, dude, where they changed the box. So they just changed the color of the box. Yeah. And then they hit us with, oh, well, those RoboForce figures about to be worth a lot more because they're vintage now. And you know what? That sales pitch didn't help me much either. Nobody cared. But I think the real reason why this failed, aside from no media backing up until now, is the price point on this. So this thing is huge. This is like 10 inches tall? Something like that?
Yeah, like almost 3 pounds.
Like these things are a brick. A brick. And what were they priced at? Like $54.99 originally? Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got this brick that has minimal articulation. It's got some suction cups on there. It's working off nostalgia, but it's a reimagined version of nostalgia. There's no media behind it, and then boom, $54.99. Back in 2023, like that was a big price then. So I think that's part of what the downfall was.
Yeah, I mean, like if there was some push behind it, I think it could have done a lot better than it did.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad product.
It's not a bad product. It just had a bad delivery.
Yeah, it was timing, price, and timing. I think is really what it was.
Right out, just freshly out of COVID, people getting back to work or finding jobs now. And yeah, it was a tough time, and we were still kind of in our infancy phase of hey, somebody who makes toys came and emailed us and wants to talk to us. Oh, sweet.
Yeah, we thought we were big shots. We had a professional meeting with someone who specifically handpicked us. Look, our sales rep, he is a wonderful guy. I got no gripes with him. Follows us on social media, probably watches the show sometimes. Great guy, but I just think, I don't know, without ever looking at the product or anything, we bought based off of a pitch. And I think
pure nostalgia.
Yeah, and hope. That's what it was. It was we hope this does well. We had no evidence that it could ever do well.
Right.
I
mean, it would have been great. I mean, if it blew up, to be on the ground floor when it launched and be like that, the brand that will help support it. That was right up our alley. That's what we wanted to do. We wanted to support those kind of those independent people who want to make an impact in the Hasbro Mattel world. This wasn't it. And
it's not it.
And I think what we're about to get to next was strike number 2.
Right here. Yep. So this was their second release, right? Yeah. RoboForce and Sectaurs were very close to each other. And to this day, so this wave came with 2 figures, Dargon and Dargon. I don't fucking remember their names. I'm still sitting on a few of these, but their package is all banged up from those card backs were huge. We've taken them to so many shows. So it's hard to really like sell them. So I don't even know if they're still on the site. If they are, I don't know. They might be a little banged up. But it was just these two figures. This is a 5 POA figure.
Mhm.
And you know, we had been working with Tim Clark at the time, and this kind of aligned with that. And so one, we wanted to support that, but also people were there was buzz behind this. But it's two figures with 5 points of articulation, very little paint or anything, also for a pretty high price. And then the line is just dead. And so many people would have jumped on this had they had done the bug riders, you know,
Yes. Which,
and
to my knowledge, they were still saying that was happening. Yet that has still yet to happen.
it's 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And because I tried really hard to find a way to sell these because, you know, at a toy show, every now and then a really old, nostalgic, vintage head guy will come along and be like, oh, these are cool. I actually do need one of these. I hope they do more. And we're like, well, we hope they do more as well. At this time, they have not. There's no media behind it. Maybe there's a comic. I don't know. But I don't think there's any media behind this, and any momentum that it had is dead. Plus, these and RoboForce got put into Walmart, and we were talking about kind of that Super 7 effect last week, where these things just went on immediate clearance. Immediate clearance. These are high end. What were the sectors like? 35.
35.
Yeah, so $35. You can now buy them.
I think that Walmart bought it in at $20.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
20 or 25 was one of the two, but I know it was much cheaper.
That's wild. But it immediately kills the perceived value of it. You know, when you got something coming in there and then it's just immediately on clearance and there's no plan to finish up the line or do anything with it. It just really shits the whole bed. And I think that was the problem with this one.
Yeah. And like I said, they did announce that they got Wave 2 of RoboForce. It has been announced. It's up for pre-order on their website. But now you've got a show backing. You've got girth behind it now. But is it too late? Like, is a sour taste in the mouth enough that you just don't care anymore? Or can they salvage this and, you know, bring some people back?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they kind of went backwards, and we can relate to going backwards, right? Like, we started our company with zero following, and then attempted to build a following based off of the fact that we had a company, which been a fucking nightmare ever since. They released toys when they're a media company and had no media to back it, and then like, well, the media is going to come later. And I think that's kind of where it went wrong, because I think had they have done it the other way around and maybe tested the waters a little bit, they would have these could have had a better run, better lifespan. But
I agree.
And again, I'm not trying to shit on Nacelle. This is just us talking about these specific products. You know, they did do Biker Mice. Biker Mice was a hit for us.
Oh, yeah.
And did really well. So they did knock it out of the park with that. It's just these two were their first outings and did not do well for our customer base.
Right.
Maybe they did sell out at PowerCon. Good for them. But those people did not come to us. So, okay. Do you have any final thoughts on the Sectars?
I mean, there's only one way to revive that line, and then you have to put those riders out. You got to. I mean, unless they completely just swept it under the carpet and then they just put it into the vault of forgotten. But I think even now, if you did it, I really think that's too late now. The time has passed. But I mean, I've seen what they've got coming up on the horizon. I mean, they did that Moo Mesa.
Yeah, they were on the cover of Toy Collector magazine. You know, that's a big deal.
Yeah. So I mean, I think they figured it out. Kind of like we were telling you. I think they realized they went backwards, and now they're trying to turn the ship around. But we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens.
We'll see. Maybe 5 years from now, we're gonna be like, damn, I wish we still had those RoboForce figures, those vintage RoboForce figures
worth $1,000 each.
Yes.
Damn it! Sold mine for $10 at a toy show.
Yeah, we did.
I buy one. Here's the second.
Yeah, just take it away, please. We literally had to fight with him about it. I don't want it.
They ask you if you wanted it. We're telling you, we're putting it in the bag, and you're gonna walk out with it.
Yeah, you're just taking it.
Yeah,
take it.
We'll find your car. We'll just put it on. We'll put it on the trunk. So here you go.
Yeah. Oh boy, but we were happy it was gone.
Yeah.
Never again, unless I open up a box one day and find a whole bunch of them still, and go, oh damn it. I don't think that's the case though.
Hand them out for Halloween. Like a little trick or treat.
Trick or treaters gonna be tired when they get home dragging that big old brick around.
Not our problem. It's their problem. Maybe they should have got a bigger bag.
All right. Well, there are some comments in the chat, so let's see what they had to say about some of this.
It might be further down. There's some stuff from earlier. It says, Ted, how'd you like the action figures Saratoga morning routine parody he sent you?
I loved it. I'm sad I didn't think of it myself. Yeah, I think it's funny. I think that guy's fallen off, so because I can find Saratoga again. So I don't know how relevant it is anymore. I personally found it to be hilarious, but
I'm gonna do it with my still reserve.
Yeah.
Jeff Moore says, every morning I wonder if I'm real or I just stuck in a mirror. I'll never know the truth.
Huh.
It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't, man.
Yeah, always damned.
Always
Hot damn. Hot diggity.
NYC figure fanatic. You're something.
Zebra.
I hope I did that right.
Jesus, man. I thought I was dying for a second.
Earthquake here in Ohio. Viper Scout. Good to see you. How you doing? And then Abdi over at Figure Fight Club. What's up, hello dopers? What's up, man?
What's up, Abdi?
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Head Cannon says if they would have done the original design first, then the new modern design, it may have done better. Yeah.
RoboForce, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, maybe this is just my hot take. I mean, I didn't mind the new design. I mean, it still had some hints of the old, but it was definitely, updated. But I think my biggest gripe was still it was just that. There was nothing else. You had to wait 2.5 years before you got the show on Tubi.
Mm-hmm.
Not a comic, not any shorts on YouTube, or just like something, some small media forms just to keep the name in your mind. It's like, oh, RoboForce, yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, they came out with 2 figures, sweet. That wasn't there. Like, what would you rather me like? You want me to like play with like, oh, look at me, I am Max. Wah, 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 wah. That'd be boring. No one wants to watch me do that. I don't even want to watch me do that.
Yep.
Maybe I would. I don't know. I get bored. But I mean, if they went, I don't know if they have the license. I don't know if if it's a license issue why they didn't say more to the original. That's probably more of a question for them. But like I said, I don't mind the new look. Just I needed more behind it to keep things, on the up and up. Robert says, I bought those RoboForce when you clearanced them. They sucked. One broke while I looked at it. Not your fault, so I never made a big deal about it. But pretty bad, and I still not done a video.
So it's a bummer. Glad you got a good price on it though.
You didn't get to buy one here, take the other one. Oh,
Yeah,
that was
almost.
Ohio. That's an Ohio only special, by the way.
Yeah. Buy this, take the other one, get out.
Right. Don't ask questions.
Yeah, just get out.
Let's
Just go.
Our boy Yo Joe Jerk. What's up, Jerk?
What's up, Jerk? Good to see you.
Yeah. Raw dogs in the house.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the chat answered this question, but Headcanon says, did they ever do the spider puppet things for sectars? Nope. Sure didn't. And I said that's what immediately tanked those two figures. Immediately. Like even like if you would have said, hey, it's coming out next year, perfect. It would have been you probably would have sold a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, a 3D render or something like
big old.
Yep.
Thor says, no disrespect, but McFarlane figures look and function a whole lot better than this junk here. Sectars, could it be used as background characters?
They're like 5 inches tall too. So like they don't even scale well with like a Marvel Legends figure. They're just a little short. So it's just frustrating all around. It's a really hard sales pitch to an average toy collector. Like unless you're an old head that specifically wants that.
I mean, you could I'm sure people can get creative. Like, you know, you can use those with the that Mezco Gomez, you know, kind of just weird that in somehow. I don't know. As a background character, sure. I'm sure you can come up with 1,000 different reasons and ways to use it as background character. But to put it into the forefront, especially without the pieces that make them who they are, hard pull.
Well, hold on. Let me go back to this because I just don't think I don't think it looks good as background character. Maybe you could army build them as some weird alien tribe, but
yeah, I mean, like you could the Cosmic Legion piece, you could kind of build some weird world with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a place somewhere, even this as they sit. But I mean, $35 retail when it was launched, not at that price.
Yep.
At $20, that's like the top end. 15 is probably more realistic. 12 is more ideal.
Yeah.
Find it at the bottom of the bag when you check out. Hey, there you go. But yeah, I mean, you could get creative and use them anyway. I mean, they just don't, like Ted said, it doesn't really scale towards one particular line. Like, yeah, I don't even think it doesn't even scale well to the Joy Toy.
No,
it's like
it scales great with toys from the 80s,
right,
or in the 90s.
It's just big. It's bigger than the Joy Toy, but way too small for your average Marvel Legend.
Yeah.
That's just kind of where it gets all wonky.
Yep.
Ed did bring up that they did announce Biker Mice Series 2, which yes, we didn't know. We heard about that kind of a while ago. You know, we're obligated not to, you know, spread their word and gospels until they say we are allowed to. But you know, Biker Mice was a hit, like Ted said. I mean, that one did a phenomenal job. I kind of wish I ordered more of the Biker Mice because I was weary because of the first two, and we went minimal. We were like, okay, we're just gonna do this and see what happens.
Well, those also ended up at Walmart, and that would have frustrated us because they went by quick.
They went into Walmart at the same price as the standard retail price. They didn't come in. They didn't undercut it because my assumption is they produced so much and hoping that the hype was going to sell it, and it didn't. So Walmart, being Walmart, says, yeah, I'll buy 20,000 at whatever amount that they agreed upon. But it did well. And before anyone asks, just in case someone's thinking about it right now, we are still waiting on a backup shipment of bikes. For those who did get them, I see your emails. We get bombarded with a lot of them. We're just waiting on the second wave shipments to come in so we can get the rest of those shipped to you guys. So haven't forgot about you, but there is what's happening currently with the bikes. We got Days Dimensions. Hey yo, what's good? What up, dude? My man's V Conley still reserves for life, baby.
V Conley, we've missed you, brother. Missed you. He's too busy dancing, man.
Hey, I gotta holler at you like kind of off the YouTubes, man. I had this song I was playing. I'm like, man, I bet you could tear this song up if you put the right if you could figure out the step that you want to do to it. Great song, but we'll talk later.
Aaron wrote it himself.
I did. Okay, I did. I want you to dance to it.
Boop, bop, beep, boop, bop.
Yes, lots of beeps, a lot of boops.
Lots of bops. Yeah,
a lot of that. Then this guy showing up late, like he's doing something. Whatever.
Like he has a company to run and a
right.
wife and a family or whatever.
Still waiting on my stands to display my goods.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah. We're big time YouTubers over here, sir. You're supposed to send us stuff to promote it or something.
Feed my ego.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the man with the best hair in the YouTube game right now, Archie.
Archie.
Got that good hair. When I grow my hair back, I need all your products. I need to know what you're using so I can make my hair look good.
Yeah, when my hair grows back, same thing.
You got better chances of winning the lottery than your hair growing back. I already put that.
LeBron did it.
LeBron did not. That man got hair. He got hair plugs or paid someone to shave him up and like take his hair and glue it on.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole new conversation. It's not toy related. Unless you have a LeBron toy, then we could talk about it. Wilhelm, hello. Good to see you, Wilhelm. Tony Horton here. My question is this: when is Hella Dope Toys throwing a Hella Dope Toy Con? When's it happening?
It's WendyCon. We're gonna do it with the Modern Toy Fair guys. WendyCon, back behind a Wendy's dumpster. You know, I don't know when. I don't know.
Watch that episode on Modern Toy Fair to get a glimpse and understanding of what we mean by WendyCon.
Yeah.
We were on Modern Toy Fair.
Yeah.
And then we got Kenzo's Creations evening. How you doing, Kenzo? And then we got Ramen Toy. Ace, how you doing, man? Ace. When you get a chance, I need to holler at you, my good friend. Some biz talk. Because some things we've been trying to get answered hasn't been answered, and I have to go through you now to get these answers. So when you get a chance, like tomorrow or my tomorrow, your later, let's talk.
You're later.
Well, because the time zone.
I know it's 9 a.m. to him. I know he's busy working right now.
Dateline time frame thing.
Yeah.
But Ace, hope you're doing well. I see what you're doing out there. Keep up the good work.
Ace is the man of the people.
Man of the people.
Aaron, he says just email him.
Oh, I guess I could do
like an adult.
Then I couldn't have said anything to him on YouTube. Duh.
You're right.
But Ace says he likes the sound of WendyCon. I mean,
yeah,
the hottest toy con that you haven't heard about yet.
Yeah.
All right. Let's chat, man.
Is that it for chat?
Yes, sir.
Cool. All right, Aaron, we're going to go into round 2 here, buddy. And yeah, friend, this one is going to trigger the hell out of you. So let's get back here and let's take a look at the Marvel Legends Disney Plus wave, even though we're blocking half the figures here. This was bad slide preparing on my end.
Block all of them. Jesus Lord.
So this possibly the worst Marvel Legends line wave ever to drop?
Ever. Even
Ever.
if it's not the worst, it is now the worst. What
Yeah.
the hell? The only figure in this wave that honestly, and I mean like honestly, did well was I don't even know his name, the blue guy, the robot looking thing. That's it. Everything else,
Yeah, Ace.
CAs. Like, I mean, Nick Fury did okay, but a lot of people bought those to do some custom work with. Kingpin bombed. Gamora bombed. Uh, I didn't even remember. It's so bad. Oh yeah, Goliath. That's his name. All the rest of them just garbo. Yes, worse. Yes, worse than Eternals. We didn't even buy Eternals. That's how worse it was. Oh my god!
I don't know. This could be a
on.
debate, Aaron. This could be
No,
a
there's
debate on whether this is worse than the
no debate.
Internals wave.
No debate. No debate needed. This was complete and utter dog water.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! I cannot tell you how much I celebrated when the last figure left my shelf. The last. I don't even remember what the last one was, but whatever it was. Actually, no. I think it was. I think it was. It was either Nick Fury or the Yelena, Yolovo, Yabalaba Ding Dong, whatever her name is. Yeah, Yelena, that's her name. Went to Ed because Ed got that because he was going to do some custom work on something, and then Yelena went to I think it's sold for like $5 on because we had it on clearance.
Yeah. Oh, man, I remember we bitched about this wave for months. Could not get rid of them. This was still when we were doing plastic free packaging.
Yeah.
The packages were really small. They looked like butt. So we got Disney Plus, Daredevil Kingpin. We got Nick Fury, and then we got Gamora from the What If, Yelena from fuck, dude, I don't even know what the fuck this was. Yelena was from at that point, and then a fucking human Skrull,
Oh yeah, that was yeah.
And then Agatha, who for some reason everybody just seemed to kind of turn on. Like, I thought Agatha would do well. I think it was one of we still had an Agatha till the end.
Yeah, but not as many. Like Agatha. I mean, it sold well early, and then it hit like a weird wall, and then it picked. Well, I mean, at that time, I think we like marked it down to like $10, and then it picked up again. Yeah, from Hawkeye. That's what it's from.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But yeah, like, everything else was just what the fuck.
Yeah,
never again. Like if I could go back in time, I'd slap myself. Like, well, this is a good idea. Slap.
No, just look at, like, I don't ever remember there being any hype around this. And you hear Kingpin, right? You hear Marvel Legends Kingpin, and you get excited, right? Because I think there's been 3 releases of like comic Kingpin, maybe 2. There was the Build-A-Figure, and then 2 on the vintage card. One had the black eye, which was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 3 releases of that. But then you look at this, and like, he's not even that big of a figure. Like, he doesn't feel like a Kingpin.
Yeah. This drives me to want to drink more. Just looking at this right now just reminds me of like just pure regret. And I don't regret a lot of things, but man, this one took the cake.
Well, we learned a lot about this because we didn't order a ton of these. They just didn't move. Like, what, we get a couple cases? Like,
yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
they came because they came. I think it was 8 per case.
Okay. Yeah, but we learned something from this. I think it was a good. It wasn't our first bust because I guess that was RoboForce and then Sectars. We got this after that. We had these at PowerCon, didn't we?
Maybe. Either the PowerCon or we had it at the first Columbus Toy Show.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But I don't know. I think we learned to kind of test the waters a little bit better on the hype train. Like when something drops, like we go out there and we listen to what the commenters are saying, what the YouTubers are saying, and then we kind of get a base of, well, do we think this will be good, Or, you do the pre-order experiment, you put it up there, and if nobody wants it, oh, will.
Yep.
Not doing it.
Yep, this definitely was the this was the one that turned it back to yep. If you're not ordering, I'm not getting it. I'm not doing it. Unless by some act of God, there's some back end buzz that maybe picked up later. But it would be an extremely small case that ever happened.
Yeah. Any final thoughts on the Disney Plus wave?
So we're 51 minutes in. That means we're past the 8-minute mark. Fuck this wave. Straight to hell. Oh my God. Never. No. If they did a Disney Plus 2 wait, no. I will go to Hasbro and slap every last one of them in their face, and I'll put it on camera so everyone sees it.
Well, look, after, the hype from the last Marvel Legends drop, this past week, the corrections have been made. I think they felt that too.
But yeah, because these are trash.
They are trash. They are straight trash.
Matter of fact, my trash wouldn't even want this.
Yeah. Take them to the dump with all the Funkos.
I'm gonna put them with the landfill with all the Atari stuff is.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Robert says that the Goliath was okay, but those what if figs are miss. There's a word in there in between it, but I can't read that. It's a little fuzzy to me. I just see what if figs are miss.
Oh, he said the what if figures.
Oh no, I see what it says. I purposely am not saying the word because it's a miss.
Yeah, it is a miss. It is a miss.
Purposely.
Yeah. Overall, not a good time. Not a good time. Although some people were saying that this came with Build-A-Figure, and that's what pretty much they all wanted. So they put
there's a Build-A-Figure with this.
Yeah, I thought it was the one with the giant suit guy, Hydra Stomper. That's why you bought this. I remember now. That's why you bought this, because the Hydra Stomper.
See, I should have just took all the Build-A-Figure parts and just sold the Hydra Stomper by itself.
Yeah, throwing this in the dump.
And see, now look at how Big Nerdy's doing it. Now I can't do it because then you be playing like, oh, well, you took my idea. Like, no, I kind of had the idea before.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna move on to something that pains me, Aaron. This one pains me, and that is zombie boglins. Ugh,
man.
So this is a mixed bag of why it failed, because it's a combination of me goofing and overordering. It's a combination of really bad business practices and bad pricing. So look, for people who don't know, I gotta rant about this. Okay.
Rant away.
Longtime lover of Boglins. If you've watched the show, you know all about it. We even had Tim Clark on the show once. It was awesome. I got to meet the guy that made the things that I loved in the 80s. So as a kid, I loved the Boglins. So when they launched the Kickstarter, I was all in on that shit. And before Hella Dope, back in 2021, I'm just flipping clearance stuff, I buy a discounted Marvel Legends figure for $5. I sell it for 10 on eBay. That's what I was doing. Tri-Action, which is the company that redid these Boglins here, they reached out to me. They made me an offer that said, hey, do you want to be a retailer for this? And the price point was really good. Back then, these were $29.99. maybe something like that.
Yeah.
They came in a case of 4, so they were really affordable for me. And I got 30-day invoices, so I could buy them, sell them, and then pay off the invoice, which was stellar back then. And these Boglins, not these Boglins, but the original Boglins from the Kickstarter, and then the Dark Lords ones. That's how I made my first little bit of real money flipping stuff. Like, I went from going to $200 to $300 a month in sales to immediately, when I got these Boglins, I think that first month was 1,800, and then 21 the month after that. It was all because of Boglins, and I was selling the shit out of these. But Triaction kind of got greedy. Things got messy, Aaron. When the Kickstarter launched, there were promises of like, oh yeah, like every month we're dropping a brand new Boglin. Like, look at this. And I'm looking at these. I'm like, holy shit, this is incredible. But you know what they didn't do, Aaron? They did not drop new Boglins. They repainted the same original 3 from the Kickstarter over and over and over. They made them aliens, and then they made them Dark Lords, and then they made them something the fuck else. And then they gave us a new wave, and one of them was terrible. So the one in the top right there, right next to my head, that's King Wart. All of those were defective, so they all were like deflated. Can't even sit upright in the fucking box. It was embarrassing. But not only that, when they released these, they upped the price to like $34.99 or something like that. So they upped the price, and yeah, we got new Boglins, and we had hope. We had hope, Aaron. I'm like, look, they're making new Boglins. We did pretty well with that wave. It wasn't gangbusters like they used to be, but when we got those, they moved okay. They moved all right. And, it was around the time that we were starting, I think it was the first toy show we ever did. That's when the zombie Boglins were announced. And I got really excited about this. I'm like, hell yeah, they all glow in the dark. This is awesome. We hadn't seen any pictures yet. And then we saw the pictures. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, it's the same fucking molds, just repainted. But now they want $54.99 for them. Yep. So they got these beat up molds. One of them they haven't even fixed. This guy in the right corner still going flat. He still just falls flat. Fuck it, repaint him. Don't fix it. Boglin fans were complaining. They were getting really mad about it and going back and forth with the guy who ran Triaction at the time. We were trying to clear some of out. I even posted a deal in some of these Boglin groups. I'm like, hey, this price for some of these, too much. Go to Hello Dope Toys. I'm selling them at this price, which resulted in our sales rep, who I had a very good relationship with, fucking blowing up at me. He goes, no, you cannot sell those at this price. We have a contract. I'm like, well, we don't have a contract. I never signed a goddamn thing. I never signed anything. I can sell these for whatever the fuck I want to sell them for. And I continued to sell them for whatever the fuck I wanted to sell them for. But when we put the zombie Boglins up for pre-order, as release time got closer, we actually sold a few sets right away. And then that kind of made me be like, well, Aaron, I think this might be big. I think we just need to up this. And I did my math wrong. I meant to order just like a handful of each. I ended up ordering like 24 fucking cases of these things. And I think we sold like 3 or 4 full sets, maybe. And then the price the bottom fell out. The price just kept dropping and dropping and dropping. And we could not get rid of these. Aaron, what do you want to say about these?
Nothing more than you already said, man. I mean, it's like for a guy like me who didn't, like, I always knew, like, I knew what they were because obviously, meeting you as a kid, you had them, but I didn't know anything about them. So, like, for me, as a guy who was introduced to them, Okay,
Yeah.
cool. They're cool, but that's kind of where it stopped. They're cool.
Yeah.
You got Val Staples, like his daughter, big fan.
Oh yeah,
Big,
Val Staples' daughter. Yeah.
she loves them.
Yeah.
But like she's like that rare. She's like the unicorn of the Boglands world.
Mm-hmm.
Young enough to understand, but doesn't see all the back end stuff. But I mean, it did okay. It. I don't want to say this burned us. It did what it's supposed to do. It just, like, after all the stuff with Triaction went down, and now Mattel picking up the license for it, it was just kind of holding, like let's try and just do what we can with what we got before it's gone, and that was
Yeah. Like I'm just talking about this specific wave. Like the other ones did great because PowerCon 2022 and PowerCon 2023, Tim Clark sold these for us, and man, that dude can sell some fucking Boglins. Holy shit.
yeah,
That was like our walk-in ATM for the day.
yeah.
Um
Until you had to man his booth. Like, are you Tim Clark?
Until I had to man his booth. Yeah. And then everyone, are you Tim Clark? I am not Tim Clark. Please go away. Please go away. Can you tell me about these puppets? I have no fucking clue. No fucking clue.
This one, hand in, and then this one you put your hand in, and then you talk to each other.
Yeah. And again, we the Boglins afforded us so many great opportunities. Again, being the first distributor I ever had, the first real legit item I had to sell, the first item that ever made me money, getting to meet Tim Clark selling Boglins for us, Tim Clark coming on the show. Those 30-day invoices were so fucking sweet, Aaron. God damn, I miss that. I miss 30-day invoices, dude. I was so confused when we started having to buy stuff from other distributors, and they're like, no, we want money now. And I said, what about 30-day invoice?
Nope.
No, that's not a thing.
Sorry about your luck, buddy.
That is not a thing. But Triaction mucked things up. They mishandled this line. I'm glad they lost it. They made a lot of promises that they didn't keep, were rude to their fans, and the fans turned on them by not buying this. And they shouldn't have, because you can't double the fucking price. You just can't double the price for the same mold over and over and over. It's like repainting a Marvel Legend and then selling it for $50.
They would never do that.
They would never do that.
No.
They would never. That's not a thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It was, I don't know.
It was
great idea, horrible execution, and just rubbing it in everybody's face about it. Because like I'm still in that Facebook group, man. Like, just like everybody's just selling it, sell, unless it's the originals. It's still up.
Yeah. They don't want them. That, and they have so many defects, like they're falling apart on people too. They were just poorly made. So I don't know. The guy who runs Triaction took a bag, he ran off with it, and then everyone paid the price. But let's move on to our final duo, Aaron, and one of these might surprise you. I don't know. Talking about some Simpsons and some TMNT. One specific TMNT, actually. So let's go back here. This Simpsons wave, dude. And this sucks because I was adamant about this. You, me, and Ed had this conversation, right? When this kind of fell into our laps, and Super 7 had dropped the ball with the Simpsons line. People were pissed. And we're like, Jack Specific is getting it, and they're going to go do it right. This is awesome. I said, we got it. This is going to be hot. The deluxe ones did okay. Radioactive Man and Mr. Burns.
Yeah.
But these, no. Never. They're all in bins
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. I even see like even in I think the Walmart by my house, Bartman still sitting there. I'm like, dude, how do you let that figure sit out of
Yeah.
all of them? Like I remember, I still remember the song that he did in my head. Like, man, I don't know. This one, I don't know. It's The Simpsons, man. Like, who would have thought that this wouldn't do well?
I still think it should. There's a Facebook group I'm not part of, but Facebook recommends it to me. Like I see their posts from time to time. And there's just people in that group, and I don't know how big this group is. It could be 5 fucking people for all I know. But like, look, I'm all caught up on The Simpsons. Look, this is, and I'm like, I didn't even realize there were so many waves of this out. That's how long we've been holding on to this. I didn't know they even fucking made anymore.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, you guys want to buy these? Like,
Yeah, I want to say they're on like wave 4 now.
jeez.
Yeah, so I think they've got now the entire main Simpsons family. Maybe not Maggie. Maybe that's the one that they haven't done yet. But you know, Groundskeeper Willie, they did Mr. Burns. I don't know if they did Smithers yet. That might be another one that they haven't done. But I mean, this show's been on forever.
Mm-hmm.
Forever.
Yeah,
And
since we were like 6 years old, dude.
not longer than that, dude.
No, it was like 88, 89.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I know. But yeah, when we were told, when we were given the opportunity to get this, you know, I'm like, oh my god, like I knew, like you knew kind of like which ones were gonna move. You know, that vampire, Mr. Burns, Radioactive Man, because I mean, yeah, 89. Okay, so yeah, 6. You know, great looking figures, glow in the dark for that Radioactive Man. I don't the Mr. Burns one didn't glow, did it?
Mr. Burns had a UV reaction, and then Radioactive Man, his chest lit up.
Okay, and then you had
there's Angry Homer, which does nothing.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I swear this was like, oh my god, yeah, this was it. This was gonna be a home run. And,
I'm looking at it now. I'm still trying to talk myself back into it. Like, no, we need to get these. This is going to be hot. And I don't know. I don't know what went wrong with this. Don't know. Man.
I couldn't tell you, man. Like I said, I mean, nostalgia can't even win this conversation. Like, for a show that's still running right now, across multiple generations of kids growing up watching it in some way, shape, or form, for it to just still sit, with the exception of, like I said, just those few characters that should move. But for the collector of like, oh man, I need to get all the Simpsons characters. Shocked.
I don't know. Like I said, Super 7 did it bad by not completing the family. And what do they do right out of the park? They're like, no, hey, there is a Bart, there is a Homer, there is a Marge. Like they just came out swinging, and I don't know. It's a bummer. And again, this could just be a situation of maybe it just wasn't for our audience, you know, our customer base. But I think it's wild that these things didn't ever do anything.
Yeah.
Okay, one more. So this says TMNT, but this is just one specific, very niche figure, and that is Baxter Stockman. So this is from the NECA Laird and Eastman comic line. And this was back when NECA was all fucked up and not shipping us anything. And you had actually ordered these from Diamond. So we never had them up for pre-order. I don't know where the fuck this came from. It just showed up one day. It just showed up. And I said, okay, cool. We have lots of Turtle fans. Like I got people on Facebook blow me up all the time. Hey, you guys got any new turtle stuff? Got any new turtle stuff? I'm like, I'll let you know. I let them know. They let me know that they do not want this. And it sucks because it comes with these mousers and shit. Like, I don't think it's a bad figure. I don't know why this flopped. Maybe it's just because it's him in human form or whatever. But yeah, this thing just randomly showed up, Aaron. I don't I don't know how it got there. We never talked about it. It just appeared one day.
Yeah, I think it was one of those in the midst. A lot of it was kind of like building for the toy show because we needed stuff for the show.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was, man, so much because like you had to place an order by a certain deadline. And I'm just going and you go through the list, I'm like, okay, this. Crap, did I do the listing for this? Crap, did I remember? Did I do it? I got second guess everything because I don't remember what I've done. So during that time, I mean, there's so much different stuff we were listing at one time. And if you're not first to post about a new pre-order or within like the first 30 minutes, I mean, you got people who are going to Big Bad or your local toys or comic shops, other online realtors, and you're stuck left behind.
Mm-hmm.
So like a lot of stuff is like, oh man, I forgot. And hoping that by the time I can come back to it, that the hype is still there. But like I said, at the same time, when you do, at the time we were doing 3 toy shows a year, the PowerCon and then the 2 Columbus toy shows. Like we needed the buffer between the two.
Yeah.
And a lot of that was just saying, hey, here's some stuff that should move. It's NECA, it's Turtles. This is a bang conversation.
Yeah.
And it went click.
Yeah, because NECA almost always does well for us. Very rarely are we stuck with some NECA stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Like it goes by fast. But we also don't always order a ton of it. So like that Dungeons and Dragons line, man, like that was fucking in and out. Flash Gordon too.
Dude, that honestly was a shot in the dark.
Oh, that Flash Gordon one was fucking so hot.
Yeah, I said, but that's like another nostalgia piece, Like
yeah,
and maybe just because it's one of those figures that they don't make a lot of. So I think it was Ming and Flash. I think it was Ming and Flash Gordon were the 2.
There was 3. There was like a barbarian looking guy. I don't even remember.
So but yeah, I mean most NECA stuff like pure prime example gargoyles, dude.
Oh yeah.
I remember us having that conversation for quite a while. Like, do we do this? Like, is this gonna work? And man, people came like begging, like, you getting more? When's the next coming in? I need this. Do you know when this is coming out? I'll let you know. Like,
gargoyles was so hot too. Fuck, I missed that line.
And now it's dead.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Man. But yeah, no, this was like I mean, I don't want to say that I was shocked that Baxter was the TMNT one. Because I know for a while we kind of, well, technically we're still on a NECA hiatus just because right now I don't trust a damn thing that they can do right now. But we might get back with them. NECA is one of those companies that has always got something that people are looking for, no matter what you collect. Murder She Wrote was still a good one. The Universal Monsters did well. They always got something.
I think they need to. We were kind of stepping away from them because one, they fucked us all last year. They fucked us all last year with not sending us any of our shit. And then at the beginning of this year, or maybe it was late last year, I don't remember which, when they finally get their shit together, they go on this PR nightmare of like chastising their customers and threatening them and stuff. And so we kind of just leaned off of them for a minute, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see what they do next. Do you have any honorable mentions? Were you expecting to see something on this list?
Was I expecting it? No. I mean, for me, I'm always gonna honorably mention WWE and Mattel in the same boat because they're so hit and miss. Like,
Mhm.
you know, I had an argument with a guy on Macari because I got some of the older waves that we do. I just can't move. I'm like, he's like, hey, can you take? He wanted to get 3 figures and he wanted it like dirty cheap. And I'm like, look, dude, these are like $8 a piece right now. But because they reworked all the fees that you gotta, as a buyer now, you got fees that you gotta pay. He's
Mhm.
like, just don't worry about it. I'm gonna get it from Ringside. So like Ringside has kind of, you know, they've kind of cornered their own market, which is fine. But as a small retailer like we are, a lot of this like wrestling stuff from like we get way after the fact.
Mhm.
Sometimes we get lucky, and maybe a week or two after, like Ringside and them gets it, we'll get it. But like that first initial like year dealing with Mattel and WWE was a nightmare because like
Yeah.
they would cancel stuff. Like,
Oh yeah, all the time.
what was the point of me like placing this advance order 6 months before like the pre-order went up, just for you to say, oh well, Mattel allocated the wave, so you're not getting it. Like which I got to send that email out probably tomorrow or Tuesday. I think it's the Elite 116. I think it's 116 that has the Jimmy and Jay Uso that we sold a shit ton of.
114.
114. So yeah, like
Yep.
that just got allocated. So like, like now we're talking about refunding back almost 20 figures. It's almost it's almost $400,
Oof.
$600 worth of figures. That's got to get returned because Mattel underproduced or allocated what remaining figures they had somewhere else.
Mm.
That's the frustrating piece about. If you want to talk about a miss, that's it. And it's not that they don't send it because clearly I send it. You see on emails all the time like, hey, this wave's in stock. This wave just came in. This one's on the way. I think they're getting better at it.
Yeah, it's
Man,
been a while since they've done us dirty like that.
yeah.
Because we went on a no pre-order thing for wrestling figures for a minute because we kept getting screwed.
Yeah.
But it seemed to have worked itself out, and here we are. Here we are again.
They're talking about that War Dude. I want to say I'm pretty sure I can still get that. I might look into see if I can get those back in. If I can get them. I said that was a good one. A lot of people liked it. So if I get them back in, I'll let you guys know. Obviously, keep an eye on the socials and the email list because I use those things.
Yeah.
Marketing.
All right. Well, there was a lot of clamoring in the chat. So let's y'all want to get your last chats in. Now is the chance.
All right. HEC says homeless Nick Fury. What a king. What a king. V Collins says that Nick Fury overcoat was nasty work. I had a little blade. I had just used Blade's open jacket on a Captain Marvel Nick Fury to make it work. I mean, it's a good jacket. I mean, there's something good about that wave, right? Yeah, jacket. Jacket was cool. HGC, I like the Fury head with the beanie. The code is challenging. See, two nice things about that wave. Getting somewhere, guys. Getting somewhere. You know what I mean? I won't say it. Fuck that line. Thor says, "Oh my goodness, I remember that wave from Marvel Legends. Only thing was worth buying was Gamora, which yes, I mean that Gamora sat forever.
Yeah, Gamora sat forever. Nobody wanted a what if Gamora.
HGC, even Black Widow, Yelena's face sculpt was rough. That one, because like at the same time, it was that was the Star Wars Ahsoka came out around the same time. I want to say it was like almost like neck and neck, about like 3 or 4 months apart, when they launched. Like, we didn't move that Ahsoka line for a while. That took a minute to move. But that Sabine went quick.
Space Booty.
Space Booty did really well after that whole Black Death or Red Death.
Yeah.
Damn it, it's so good. Space Booty.
Space Booty. I want to touch you consensually.
Junkion, Black Widow was only needed for the head. Ba-dunce. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
HGC using his 7-month member chat. Thank you very much for that. Why did this wave suck? Meh, face sculpts, the generic background figures, homeless Nick Fury. Nah, the reason why it was rough was that Agatha all along.
Yep.
And the wave sucked. All reasons except for Goliath. That was the only saving grace of that figure, or that wave. And even then, that was still a hard pull. The Titan says, looking at the screen, it'd only be an Agatha figure if it had a Dark Claw head on it.
Yeah, the placement for that flag was I could have done better on that, but yeah, here we are. Yeah. You're muted now.
Oh yeah, I was calling. It's fine. It did its job.
Yeah.
Talib, how's it going, man? Good to see you. HCC says Boggles got you good, Ted. Like taxes and lower back pains. And bro, I can tell you about the lower back pains. That shit fucking sucks. I'm tired of this shit. So I'll sit in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. Robert says, "Oh, I thought Boglins did great for you guys. I'm so surprised. I mean, they did do well
in the beginning. They did great,
except for after all the political bull crap on the Tri-Actions happened, and then the fire started.
Yeah, I 100% blame Tri-Action. So for all of it."
Which then makes it great because I mean you didn't mention this. Like they even like emailed us saying, "Hey guys, we got so much more of these. You want to buy more?"
Oh yeah, they did.
No, I don't want to buy.
They did.
Trying to move the crap I already got.
Yeah, I'm like, I ordered 24 fucking cases from you guys. The fuck?
That's like probably outside of the was it Chung Li? That's probably the most we've ordered in pure case count for one particular IP.
And those boxes were so wide, so like I had them to the ceiling. I had walls of those boxes. They were great for moving stuff, though. Oh man, I do miss those boxes.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, not happening again. The Briscoe is here. How's it going, man? He also says they needed to make more varieties of Boglins instead of just reusing the same 3. 100%.
Well, they promised us new sculpts, like 12 new sculpts. They had this whole line. I was trying to find it for the show because it's been like removed from the fucking internet. But there was a lot of hype, and then they just fuck you.
Sounds about right. Briscoe says, "Tell whoever owns the license for Boggles, I'll pay $50 for all of them to sell it to me." Well, Mattel owns it now.
Yeah.
So get ready to see them in the Barbie 2 movie.
Yeah, I hope Mattel does something with it, but right now it just seems like it's locked in the vault, where it may just stay forever. Probably. Don't know.
I'd honestly be shocked if it was in the they did a Barbie 2 movie and they're in there.
Yeah,
that'd be great. Trust the Screamer says, Robot Chicken ruined Boglins for him. That episode.
Boglins are cool as shit.
Jeff Morris, The Simpsons are fun, but they are everywhere. I think they just made too many of them.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I mean the ones that the ones that should have moved. You know, obviously more of the deluxe, like the ones they didn't make a lot of. But like, you gotta have every home. If you're a Simpsons fan, you gotta have the Simpsons family. Gotta have them all.
Yeah.
You got to. If you don't collect anything else, you gotta have those. You probably need to have Mr. Burns. You know, there's like select figures you just gotta have, no matter what.
Yeah.
And it just surprises me that like that many figures are still just laying around at Walmart at Ted's house. Because I don't have it at my house.
Yep.
It says these should have been hot. Yeah, like I said, all three of us. We sat and we looked at this line. We all like, yes, this is it. This is going to be the one that moves, and some did, the rest didn't.
Yeah.
Same time toys. How's it going, man? He says I have Krusty and he's awesome. These would have killed it in the early 90s. I mean, yeah, I mean, even in the 2000s, they, like I said, for a show that has been running this long, I mean, the only other shows that I could think of that are running longer than The Simpsons, what is Days of Our Lives, like what General Hospital that's still on, like daytime soap operas. That's about it. There's nothing else that is outdoing The Simpsons. I mean, even Monday Night Raw isn't running as long as Simpsons has.
Yep.
So I mean, that tells you something right there, Mama says pop you out. Still love it. I feel like the Simpsons line was overproduced. Stores are just flooded with them. Yeah, I mean that's kind of been the general consensus of what a lot of people have been saying in the chat. Maybe they take the direction like that Hasbro and all them have taken. Maybe they'll just start producing less and building more hype, supply and demand. But who knows? We'll see. Probably not though. And that's even more surprising for Jax though. Like that's not really like their move. I don't know. Tony's Figs, how's it going, man? He says all I needed was April. Oh, it must be that for TMNT.
Mm-hmm.
Mama says Poppy Out also says NECA seems to screw over small retailers with haulathons. All the stuff hits Target first, and everyone who wants them has one by the time they open it to other retailers. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I tend to stay away from some of the haulathon stuff. What the small exception of like the one that is going to sell out. Because what they'll do is that when they do release them, they say, "Hey, these are the ones we're going to release to other retailers." So like you get a list, and you can go through the list and say, "Okay, I want this, I want that, I want this." But yeah, I tend to stay away from them though, because like I said, like you just pointed out, most of the people who want them, they already got them, and the ones that didn't get them are the ones because either they sold out so quick online, or stores didn't stock them, or they did stock them and they just didn't do it properly. Like I guarantee you go there and they still got like boxes sitting in their back shelf somewhere because they only put out as much as they had space for. And with retailing, as they are always playing ahead, like they're already planning back to school, even though school just got out. So like they're planning so far in advance that they need certain amount of room for X, Y, or Z reasons. And as you get closer and closer to like fourth quarter, Black Friday and all that, like it becomes even more of a tight crunch because you got all the holiday stuff coming in, and those are the ones they put all their money in that they need to move before the holiday season's over. So I don't know. Good point. Jeff Moore says, I really like the NECA D&D figures. How strange they aren't making anymore. Yeah. I don't know if I don't think they've officially said they're stopping. I think they're just trying to deal with all the BS that they put themselves into. Except for the figures that they had put out thus far has proven that the line does well. So I think I think they're just right now kind of taking some time and letting things cool off before they really get back into the game. And then we got John Garrett, new name to me. John, welcome.
Welcome.
I think this Baxter in the NECA mystery box from their website, it wasn't selling anywhere. Yeah, they did put this into one of their mystery boxes. That's what we should do. Just start put. If someone finds a random Baxter in an order that you place, I don't know what happened. We'll send you an invoice like NECA did with the Donatello Lab.
Yeah,
you gotta pay it, dude. You gotta pay it, but don't send it back. Trust the Screamer says, will NECA ever send you the Mirage individual turtles? Next question. I don't know. Who knows? I'll make that call tomorrow and let you know. But they are like trying to get a hold of someone on the telephone is very hard to do. Like I had to call 3 different numbers just to get the stuff that we had gotten from them that they like the Murder She Wrote. Because I'm like, look, dude, I need if you don't send me anything, I need these. So let's figure out who I need. I think I talked to like someone in billing. Billing sent me to someone in sales. Sales sent me to somebody somewhere else. It's a hot mess in that place. So I don't know. Judge says no one wanted a what if Gamora, but I bet a why Gamora would have sold gangbusters. Damn right. Damn right. That would have been the hottest selling figure known to man. I want to watch Guardians of the Galaxy just for that line now. And our good friend Matthew Matson, hey, good to see you, man. I want that Baxter Stockman, but not at retail pricing. That computer looks great also. I'm pretty sure it's not at retail price right now.
I'm pretty sure it's on clearance right now, but I might be wrong. Make us an offer, I guess.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, what is it at right now? I'm gonna look at it. That's chat for you.
That's chat, which means it is time, Aaron, our favorite time of day, to wrap it up. There it is.
Matthew, yeah. It's listed at $19.99 right now.
Yeah, down from $34.99. Oof.
Yes, sir.
Oof. It'll ship out tomorrow. Oof. Aaron, what would you like to promote?
Keep those pre-orders coming. That Wolverine Silver Samurai, those GI Joes, that Catwalk. Just help support Two Guys in a Dream. We still got our eye on the prize. We had to take a small reality check, but we're still looking to do the things we promised.
Yeah. Well, if you guys are not aware, I finally dropped that video Friday night, and it has been buried. It did not do a very good job. It is 8 minutes long. So, if you're bored, maybe go show the shipping video some love. Just put my heart and soul in it, and YouTube is just like, fuck this shit. Has the best retention graph of all of our stuff, Aaron, but YouTube is just, nope, fuck off. We are not going to be here next week. It is Father's Day. We are, we don't want to stress about having to get up and go do a show at 9 o'clock at night on Father's Day. It's not something we normally do, but, I like taking a Sunday off every now and then. Oh, the music stopped. Damn it, Teddy. Damn it. But when we come back from our break on Father's Day. On our next episode, we are going to be joined by the one and only Elite Legend. So tune in for that. Ramona. So tune in for that. I believe that's the 22nd. And then I have maybe a mystery guest. I don't know. We'll see if it pans out for the 29th. An old familiar face with some interesting news, but we got to get a final confirmation on that. But outside of that, man, go watch that YouTube video. Don't miss us too hard next week. If you guys are a dad, enjoy your Father's Day. Buy yourself a toy from Hella Dope.
Drink a beer. Enjoy a nice cold Still Reserve.
Yeah. You deserve it. We'll see you all in 2 weeks. Love you all.